So because of this, we've seen our agency clients basically convert like 80 to 90% of leads into appointments. So you can imagine that. What's up, guys? My name is Nick Tam with Consulting Profits, and today we're going to be talking about the new way to launch an SMMA and what you should be doing. And this version is called SMMA 2.0. And this is going to be all about launching an AI marketing offer. And this is what we're seeing is absolutely hitting right now, pairing that with consulting, and I'm going to dive into the whole offer. But if you're a marketing agency, you're probably running the old way of SMMA, which is where you're just doing a simple lead gen offer or, a couple other things on top of that. But you're dealing with the problem of having a commoditized offer where people are no longer paying, high retainers, or they're not spending, a crazy amount on marketing because they've been burned before. And you're finding it harder to actually sell your services. You're finding it a race to the bottom where you're needing to discount your services. And even then, people are still penny pinching you, right? So with that being said, the new way of doing SMMA is what I call an AI marketing offer. So let's dive right in. So let's think about any potential service-based company, right? It doesn't matter what the industry is or anything like that, but there's generally 4 pillars to making a service-based company work. So let's take a house painting company, for example. So the first thing is generating leads, right? They need to be able to get lead flow in. Then it's converting those leads into appointments. Then it's closing those leads and then dealing with operational bottlenecks on top of that. So the problem is that most agencies only figure out this part, and maybe they kind of figure out converting the leads into appointments, but they never do a good job of it because they typically rely on the business owner to call all the leads. When you rely on the business owner to call the leads, well, guess what? They're busy managing a team. They're busy running a business. They're running their house painting company. They're not there to pick up or see a lead come in, and call them within 5 minutes. And then, basically, if they're not calling them, they're not converting the leads and not getting an ROI. And then you end up losing your $2,000 per month retainer that you worked really hard to get. The problem is that those are not easy to get anymore. So you're dealing with the fact that you spent all this time trying to get this client. You lose the client 30 days later, and you're in this feast and famine cycle of trying to constantly get more clients to make up for the fact that you're not retaining your clients. And the reason why is because there's no systems in place to actually ensure that these people, these business owners, actually get good results. So let's break down what this whole offer actually looks like, right? And it all comes down to unique solutions and mechanisms. Right? So you're wanting to make sure that every piece of the puzzle here has a unique solution or a mechanism to solve the problem. So this is where it really becomes important to think about what you can actually do to actually solve each part of the problem. So that way you guarantee that they actually see results. And if you're starting to see other problems arise, well, the more problems you solve, the stronger your offer is going to be, the more unique your offer is going to be. So most marketing agencies, they live right here. They run lead gen campaigns and send a bunch of leads to a business owner. Super easy to do. Anyone can do that. You can go watch a YouTube video and start running ads. You can hire a freelancer. You can outsource to a white label agency, whatever it is. Right? But there's so many more issues that happen because of that. So you need to think about all the different problems. So I always like to list out all the different problems and then think about how you can actually solve these problems, right? So whether that's through done for you, or is it a combination of done for you and done with you, whatever it is, right? So if we think about all these different solutions that you can offer, so for example, with residential leads, generating this house painting company residential leads. Well, lead gen, right, is a multitude of things. So that could be offer consultation, helping them come up with a winning offer. This could be scripting all their ads. This could be coming up with a way to bring a videographer to their local business and basically being able to film the ad in a way that looks different, right? Like a really professional ad. The ads creation part, ads management, right? So you can come up with a lot of different solutions just within this. But after that, you need to solve the problem of converting these leads into appointments. Most agency owners I work with literally struggle to get their clients to call. Yeah, you can have some automations here and there, but let's be honest, those automations are pretty easy to implement and don't work that well. They kind of work, but they're not going to solve the full solution. So it's like, how can we think about converting even, let's say, 80% of leads into appointments, right? So this could be a combination of things. This could be making sure that they have a CRM, right? And building that out and having a pipeline, things like that, proper follow-up sequences, all that stuff. And this could be done in a done with you fashion, right? So give them a CRM template like GHL, give them a template or a snapshot and they can implement it. Or you could do it for them and build that out. So now you've solved the issue of them having a CRM organization, pipeline, follow-ups, and things like that. Then what else you could do is you could have an AI appointment setter. So this is where this is what's been huge in our offers, is adding in an AI appointment setter for local businesses, because they love the fact that they don't have to touch the leads. AI appointment setters literally work 24/7. They don't sleep. They don't complain. They don't call in sick. They never have a bad day, right? Like human setters, if they have a bad day, they're not performing. So the problem is that it's inconsistent. And dealing with a human appointment setter, like if you have an appointment setter and you're, basically releasing that to all your clients, it is an absolute headache. Whereas AI, you can just rinse and repeat. And when you have a template, you can basically roll that out into all your clients with like a few clicks of a button. So it is a super leveraged solution. It is absolutely amazing. So because of this, we've seen our agency clients basically convert like 80 to 90% of leads into appointments. So you can imagine that. Most human setters are maybe getting like a 25% conversion rate. An AI appointment setter getting like 80 to 90% conversion rate. So you can think about the throughput. It's almost like just from these two solutions alone, right? If you can generate leads and convert those leads into appointments, well, as long as the business owner has a half decent sales process, they're closing and getting an ROI. It's absolutely insane, right? So you need to implement an AI appointment setter. Now, the next thing is closing the leads. So most people are like, well, I don't know anything about house painting. I don't know anything about, the sales process for that. Well, it's pretty easy to come up with an SOP for sales, even if you know nothing about the industry. And how about this? Do some research and figure out a sales process by doing some research in that industry. Look at what the top house painting companies are doing and figure out, okay, well, this is something I can help you out with. Maybe they're not doing in-person estimates. Help them, do more in-person estimates or even Zoom estimates, right? There's so many freaking companies that I've worked with that just write up an estimate, email it over, and never follow up with the lead again. Obviously, that's not going to make sales. And also, if you're a business owner in your own business, right, you own a marketing agency, you should probably have some sort of sales sense. So you can start to basically, implement what you know on the fundamental of sales and help these business owners. You got to remember, like with local business owners, like house painters, they might not be good at sales. They're house painters, right? They do their job exceptionally well. Now, your job is to help them run the business exceptionally well. And this is where it becomes a full solution, right? I can't stress that enough. Like as a marketing consultant, you don't just give leads. You give the whole system on how they can convert those leads into actual money. And part of that is closing leads. So if you can help someone double their closing rate from, let's say 20%, they close 1 out of 5, right? Those are very mediocre numbers, to like 40 or 50%, you've doubled their business. And if you can get their leads converting from 20% or 25% to like 80%, that's already like a 3x on that. So a 3x here and a 2x here, you've like completely, I can't even do the math, but you've essentially scaled up their business and plugged all these bottlenecks, right? So you can help them create a sales SOP, help them do more follow-ups or have better systems in place. You might be able to even help them hire a sales rep, right? Go find a house painting sales rep, put up a job post for them, do whatever you need to do to solve this problem. This is a huge problem that most people do not solve because they just assume, oh, I don't know how to do it, so I can't solve it. Then there's operational bottlenecks, right? So this is financial. Maybe their P&L suck or they're spending a bunch of money on random stuff. Fundamentally, yeah, you're not going to know everything about house painting, but maybe you can help them look at their P&Ls and see if they could improve on their financials, or just see if they're wasting money on stupid things that they don't need to be. Like part of this is just common sense and questioning them. Like, why are you spending like 40% of your revenue on this? Right? So that's all a consultant does, is you're thinking about the next problem you can solve. And every time you solve a problem, another problem arises, I promise you. That's why consulting is very, very key. Maybe they need to hire more people. So this is where you can implement a hiring funnel. If you don't know how to implement a hiring funnel, beta test it on one client, try it out, see if it works, which it does, by the way, because that's what we did. And then basically leverage it to all your clients. And now you have something new to offer to put into your offer that makes your offer significantly more unique. So you can see here, if let's say there's a marketing agency and they're like, hey, we'll give you leads for $2,000 a month. Whereas I'm like, hey, pay me 10 grand, pay me 15 grand, and I'll get you like $100,000 worth of jobs in less than 60 days because I'm implementing this whole system. And I guarantee that. Who do you think they're going to pay? And yeah, some niches where people are like, these niches are broke, they're finding ways to pay $10,000 to $15,000 up front for this system, right? Because it's a guaranteed system and it solves every problem. And real business owners want a full solution. They don't want just leads. They want revenue. And this is how you're going to get them revenue, right? And this is how you're going to retain them. So what does an AI marketing consulting offer actually look like, right? So basically, this is a full offer that you can run. So you could do a free website creation, right? Get an SEO ready website, unlimited revisions, taking their branding to the next level. Lead gen, done for you offer creation, done for you ad creatives, done for you lead gen management, generating 50 to 100 leads per month, data from 50 plus ad accounts, right? AI appointment setter, so conversational booking bot, responds to leads within 5 seconds, 24/7, schedules leads directly into their calendar, 80% plus booking rate. And then consulting, right? These are custom solutions for whatever else they need. And this is the key. Consulting is the key to retention. It really is. This is where you are able to really start to continue solving problems with them. And it's this positive flywheel of solving problems, documenting the problems you solve. And once you document it, creating an SOP around it, adding it to your offer, making your offer stronger and more unique. You do this every time. You do this for a few different solutions. Your offer is going to blow every other marketing agency offer out there. So implement these solutions. And this is the way of the new way of running an SMMA, right? Is transitioning to an AI marketing offer and pairing on consulting with it. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you run this offer and actually start to generate some significant revenue from it. I'm super excited for you. You can charge $10,000, $15,000 for these implementations. And it's a really, really powerful way to scale up your business. And it's so much more fun. Your clients are going to get much better results. So hopefully you enjoyed. Comment, like, and subscribe if you did enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.